Hello everyone, how are you doing? In this video, I will share with you what I do in late winter to early spring to start my cut flower garden. And also I will highlight the things that I think people tend to overlook or maybe forget to do it, including myself.
Pumps down the bottom. So this one's gonna go back there, right?
One thing that I think people tend to overlook to do this time of the year to hardening off the cool flowers. And I understand why, because you're afraid that the frost is going to kill these babies, that you have been taking care of them, for past 2 or 3 months. But is this better for them to be outside? Just like all of us, we don't like to be indoor under grow light all the time. We need an actual sunlight. But the problem is there are babies. They are not as strong as us. They cannot handle the fluctuation because they will get shocked if they are under grow light for like 2 months and all of a sudden they are moved outside under direct sun, rain and wind, they will shock and they will burn and or they will die. So a lot of people take them outside little by little. For example, the first day people would take them outside for like 1 or 2 hours and then move them back inside. And the second day, 2 or 3 hours. And then the fourth day, maybe 4 hours, and in 2 weeks, they will be outdoor completely. But I don't do that because I have a full-time job and I have so many things to do in my life. So before I have the greenhouse, I move my seedlings to my patio to hardening them off. My patio will protect them from high wind, from direct sunlight, from rain. Plus the house will release some heat through the wall to these seedlings. So they will get, a little warmer than outside in the field, in the garden. And after I have the unheated greenhouse, I just move the seedlings to my greenhouse. And the greenhouse will provide all the protections to these seedlings. But I still have to be careful though if I move my seedlings to the spot in the greenhouse that receive a lot of sunlight. The seedling can burn, especially in a warm day. And that's already happened to my carnation, they got burned. But luckily I moved them away from the direct sunlight on time. I also have to be careful about the very, very cold night. So let's say there's a week that the temperature is like 20 to 30 degrees. I will wait until, the temperature go about 40 degrees. Then I move these seedlings to the greenhouse. And about 7 to 10 days later, I would move these seedlings outside the greenhouse. But I will not move when there's like a thunderstorm, or when it's like very cold, or when it's like very sunny. I will move them out in like a overcast day and I would put them next to the greenhouse so they get protection from the greenhouse. Okay. Happen. Go. Fall and spring are the best time to move shrubs in our garden, like this time of the year. And we usually pick the week that we know there will be a lot of rain, so we don't have to water them, that's all. However, that's not always the case. Jason moved the shrubs because he just cannot help it. He see the deer keep eating these shrubs and he think that it should be moved to the back so the deer don't eat it. Also because he's very hyperactive, he just can't stay still. He has to always find something to do. Okay, so the only thing we can do is to just sip our mouth and then take a deep breath and then just look away. Okay, it's something that we cannot control. when Of course, nobody is going to forget to sow seeds this time of the year. But I would like you to go through your 100,000 million seed packets that you have, or maybe whenever you are at a garden center, grab some of these seeds that I think people tend to forget about them or maybe don't want to sow them. Okay, so the first group are perennial flowers. These flowers, I know they're not going to bloom for you this summer like the zinnia and sunflowers and other flowers, but they are so worth it. They are super low maintenance and they are going to take care of themselves. Although they're gonna take like a year for them to mature and for them to bloom. And these flowers are something like cone flowers, echinacea, which is also native flowers, something like lupin, columbine, perennial sunflower. And plus, when your friends or your family come to your garden, they are going to see these unique flowers that there's no other garden have. And the second kind of seed that I think you can sow them now instead of waiting until spring, or the seed that say 4 to 8 weeks before last frost or 4 to 6 weeks before last frost, like the dahlia. By the way, this is from Frollet. It say sow seed indoors in trays or pots 4 to 8 weeks before your last frost. And the reason why I think you may sow these seeds now instead of waiting until 4 weeks before last frost, because if something happened with the seeds or the seedlings, you have the second chance or the third chance to try them again. And also, we are home gardeners. Our garden setup is not as perfect as the flower farms. We don't have big field with a lot of sunlight, that shine through our flowers. And we don't have the perfect irrigation system. We don't have, the perfect schedule and the knowledge like the flower farmer have. So our seedlings, our plants tend to grow a little slower than the plants that are grown in a farm. And the last reason why I think you could start them now instead of 4 weeks before last frost is because the climate change. I've been observing that every year, our last frost tend to get earlier and earlier. Like last year, our last frost is like April 1st instead of May 1st. And in April, if you find out that there will be no chance of frost that's coming, you can plant the seedlings that we start early in the garden and we will get the flower sooner than we thought. I also have this dahlia saving grace from Daniel from North Flower Farm. Thank you so much, Daniel. Like this cosmos from Botanical Interest, it says start inside 4 to 6 weeks. From Floret, it say 4 to 6 weeks. From Johnny said 5 to 7 weeks. Something like vague window like this, you can start them now. And the last group of flowers that I think a lot of home gardeners don't know that you can start them now and plant them earlier than the other flowers are the semi-hardy annuals. Something like the pink cushion flowers, this seed can handle like light frost down to about 25 or 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Actually, I already sow this seed and then I already transplant them to the greenhouse. But if you don't have a greenhouse, you can start them now. It's not too late. And there are also other semi-hardy flowers that you can explore. You can, look in internet what kind of flowers that can handle light frost. And also besides flowers, you can grow lettuce too. They are very, very easy to sow. You can start them now and then you will have lettuce to eat like all spring. Also, tomatoes. Oh my god, look at these tomatoes. I picked this seeds because of the packet and because of its color. The reason why I grow tomato from seed instead of buying from garden center, not because I'm trying to save money, but you know, beautiful, colorful tomatoes like this, I don't think I can find at any garden center at all. They are so unique and I have to sort it myself. And I keep saying that to myself. That's why I have a million, trillion, million seed packets. Just like all of you, I think.
I gotta love, love. I gotta love, love. I gotta love, love. I gotta love. Some people say money gets you everything, but it don't make me happy. It's not the reason my heart sings. What I've got, you couldn't put a price on that. 'Cause I got something real. 'Cause I got love, love. I got love, love. I got love. I got love. Some people cool. Some people try to get tired. If you don't have a
Oh,
Just put on the spoon.
the spoon is 5,000 degrees.
Blow on the spoon.
surely makes the world go round. 'Cause I got something real. 'Cause I got love.
And the one last thing that I think we tend to overlook is to enjoy the season, enjoy the present moment, enjoy the transition from winter to spring, enjoy the warm days, enjoy the slow time before it gets chaotic again next month. I know we are so excited about spring and summer, and we are looking forward to see the peonies, the cosmos, the dahlias, and all other big flowers. But that make us forget little flowers like this. They are waiting for us in the garden to cherish them. And I keep saying this, that the little flowers are as important as the big flowers, especially when I do the floral design. They just make my bouquet more delicate. They just make my bouquet more romantic and like very cute. Although I have a lot of big daffodils blooming in my garden right now, but I am making this little teeny tiny bouquet because I wanna encourage everybody here to celebrate the little flowers with me.
So we were supposed to have a little trip to Florida, and we were supposed to leave last Saturday. And we drove to the airport. We checked in. We went through security. We actually ran to the gate because we were like kind of running a little bit late.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as we got to the gate,
And I have to prep.
yeah, he had to go to the bathroom, and I was like, "Hurry up, we got to board." And then we realized they delayed the flight an hour. And in the meantime, they canceled a flight to Orlando. We were going to West Palm. So we're like, "Oh, luckily that wasn't us." And then 20 minutes later,
Yeah.
they canceled our flight. So we postponed our trip. We we rebooked, right? Mm-hmm. And we're leaving this Friday.
So I'm gonna take a little break next week instead. Just want to thank you everyone so much for your kind words, for your thoughtful comments on the video. You know, at the airport, our flight got canceled, but I was so overwhelmed with, you know, a lot of comments and love and support from you guys. When we're on the line, we just look, you know, we just read all the comments, and, you know, there are some of you guys give me super thanks too, and you know that's the first time that we got super thanks. And then I asked Jason, you know, if I'm kind of feel like, you know, it's too much and I don't want to take it, but then what you say?
I said the people that, you know, support you are doing it because they appreciate you, and you should, whenever somebody like puts a hand out to help you, you should always accept it, even when you want to give it back and you don't want to feel like it's too much.
Yeah.
You know, it feels good. It feels good to do something nice for somebody. So you know, by not taking that, you're robbing somebody else of their joy of helping you. So, and I think it's good value.
Yeah.
If people are going to give you a little, you know, a little donation, I think it's, you know, they figure they're getting good value for that money. You know, watching, because you really don't, you know, you never ask for donation. You just put a lot of time into each and every video. You've invested a lot in all your, you know, camera equipment, and I think it's nice that the people realize that and they want to support you. So
Yeah.
I think, you know, graciously accept it, and thank you very much. Bye everyone. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, and I will see you again next Friday, and the next Friday, and the next Friday, and the next Friday.
Back to my podcast.
Go away. Bye bye. Bye bye.